What is going on, survivors? It is so good to see you. I have always found the episodes of The Long Dark well worth the wait, but it's been a while. It's been 2 years, so it's finally here. Welcome to The Long Dark Wintermute, episode 4, Fury, then Silence. It was supposed to come out at the end of 2020, and it's nobody's fault, they canceled 2020, so it took another year because of all the complications in the world, and there's no better time for this to come out. We get to dunk our heads back into the long dark and just forget about life for a while. So that's what we're gonna do. We have a lot to talk about in the world of the long dark, and we're gonna do that as we go through this during our travels. This is nice, like sitting by the fire. Got Mackenzie by the fire, Black Rock Prison. In the background, we get a whole new region in this episode and a lot of new characters. Like I said, we have a lot to talk about. At the end of episode 3, we play episode 3's Astrid, of course, and we left that crazy mine and found ourselves in a really intriguing cutscene on the beach, and she's basically wondering if she's ever gonna find Mackenzie again. I don't think we're gonna connect in this episode, but we play this one as Mackenzie, and we're going to prison, man. We get a whole new region. Super psyched, super good to see you guys. Let's get into it right now. So happy. I can smell the snow coming. Perfect time. Let's get into it. So here we are, we're gonna leave the mine.
What the hell? The world is changing. Has changed. The aurora, the weather, wildlife. It somehow feels like Mother Nature is crying out. Maybe she's warning us of what's to come. People like Molly or Father Tom, or the crash survivors. They're just the ones left behind. Damaged people. The hopeful and the hopeless. What will this new world do to them? Will it make them harder? Will it break them? I'm not sure I can help them. And I don't know what I'll find when I get to where I'm going. But what I do know is this. Mackenzie is alive, and he's heading to Perseverance Mills. And that means I have to get there before it's too late. I may not be able to stop this darkness from coming, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let it happen without a fight.
Alright, so now we have the option to continue to episode 4.
You think they put me on that bus for my good behavior? That's the bus to Black Rock.
Black Rock?
Yeah, Black Rock Federal Pen. Where they put the worst of the bad people. People too bad for the mainland.
Hello? Is this the radio station at Perseverance Mills? Is there a doctor with you? You need to take my message. You need to deliver it for me. It's important. Ask for Atwood.
Atwood. Got it. What's the message?
Wintermute. Just that. Atwood will know what it means.
What's in the case?
I have no idea.
Should I show you what happened to the last person who lied to me? She didn't look so pretty after I was done.
She?
Don't worry, pilot. You'll be with her soon.
Why do we have to carry this sack of shit? He's heavy as hell. Shut the fuck up. Mantis says carry the asshole. We carry him. Never getting closer. You hear about what happened to the cat? Don't believe everything you hear, dumbass. Arrow in the chest, man. The chest. No wolves be doing that. Really? Wolves don't use bows. You figured that out all by yourself? Piss off. Something's hunting us out here, and it ain't just wolves. Mathis, figure it out. What the hell are we even doing out here? Remember the plan. First we get Donner out. Donner, that crazy fucker. This is bullshit. He's coming back here. Order. Hey, Mathis. He's finally awake.
Well, well. He lives.
No thanks to you.
Turns out you have a damn hard head, pilot.
I told you I was stubborn. Woman?
Oh, you mean the one you asked about in the dam?
Yeah.
She's still there. Won't be going anywhere soon.
You bastard.
Relax, Mackenzie. She had nothing to do with you.
How do you...
Just some old lady lost in the woods. Wandered into the dam when I was there. She saw me and wouldn't stop screaming, so I shut her up.
Monster.
Oh, you have no idea. Why are you so worried about her?
It doesn't matter.
Could it have anything to do with this?
I told you I have no idea what that is.
Well, it's okay, pilot. We'll find a way to open it very soon. And then we'll both know what's inside. Hey, Mackenzie?
Yeah?
You look like shit.
What's in the case?
Shit, Mathis. How long we have to carry this heavy bastard for?
Shut up, man. That heavy bastard may be our ticket off this rock, so carry him. And like the man says, shut the fuck up.
What's in the case? It's like Pulp Fiction. That case with the all glowing like it's gold. No, they never say what's in it. see the size of that wolf? It looks so big compared to the human.
Can't let them find me. Keep my hands free.
Okay, so here we are. First time we have control. Always look back. Always look back. So we came from down there, from up there rather. What do we have anything? Oh God. We have like nothing. Slim pickings. Okay, we gotta move. We're in pain, we have a sprained wrist, and we don't have any medical supplies. We have... What is this? Oh, our journal. Okay, cool. Let's go. We're moving. We're moving. Moving or dying. Oh my God, it's like been forever. My mouse sensitivity is a little high. I feel I'm like whispering. It's kind of out of place for the Long Dark to have so many swears in it. They Hinterland, the developers usually are pretty traditional. So to see them break tradition is very interesting. Yeah, we're whispering, so...
Where did he go? You better get it, or there'll be hell to pay.
I don't want him to see us. We gotta move though. Our health is not excellent right now. This game is one of those games where it's so nice, so relaxing. Crouch with controls, move under low obstacles, okay? But yet, like, at the same time, it can be so terrifying. They're so good at that. It makes it such an emotional game in that regard. I've just always been, like, it's not like, you know, a AAA action-packed first-person shooter, and that is what, it blows me away. This game is still so popular after all these years. This game still sells 1 million copies a year, okay? That is pretty unheard of for a game this age. What's that?
I need a smoke. Never mind the wolves. We gotta find it first. What the hell? Let him run. He won't get far with those wolves hunting him. Look, you dumbass. Mathis says the pilots are taking off this damn island. Don't you want to get back to the mainland? But Eller! The arrow in the chest, man! Let's go find this guy before Mathis loses his temper again. You know what he's like when he's angry. Let's go. Between Mathis and the wolves, I have a bad feeling about this place.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Better keep going.
Gotta keep going. Alright, we're gonna do that. We will be unseen. We gotta cut these ropes around our wrists somehow. We're not gonna survive like that. I can run a little bit. I don't wanna waste our stamina. I don't want to fall. We need to craft up some bandages or something. Like I said, we have like nothing. Barely any clothes. Probably we don't even have like a weapon to craft. We don't have any tools to craft anything. We probably have no weapons, no protection. It like I said, it's really amazing the way you can be so like chill and relaxed and absolutely terrified at the same time. There's always impending disaster, and you're running out of this, running out of that. I don't know which way to go. We don't have any maps. What's up there? Nothing, right? Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually played this game. I took a break from it. I played a lot of survival mode, didn't bother to record a lot of it. It's just, that's the longevity of this game. It's replayability in the survival mode. Like, a lot of people love it for survival mode, not just the story mode. And I can understand.
Might be sharp enough to cut this rope.
I can understand, you know, why people love survival mode so much, but I really like this story too. It's so worth it. So how could we cut this rope? I actually had one of those saws. It's from like 1892 or something. Okay, so we're gonna check out this. I'm like whispering. We're gonna check this out real quick. Nothing in here. Why didn't we take the saw? Wait, let me make sure we can't take the saw. Is there anything behind here? This little cabin has seen better days. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see like a lot of curse words in the long dark. That's pretty cool. Oh, what's this? Space to read. Thinking of you out here all alone. Did it bring you something special? Leaving us like you did, and for what? For Black Rock? We waited so long, Papa did. Papa. We waited so long, Papa. Did you think of us? At the end of things, I'm glad I came all the way. Finally. If only to see what it was all about living in this defenseless place. I sat for a bit listening for your voice. All I heard were wolves. With a warm heart, Bonnie. Who's Bonnie? Why is her heart so warm? We'll take it. You actually can't use those letters. You can't like burn them, start a fire. Anything under the floor or anything? Okay, so Bonnie's house has seen better days. We're gonna continue on. Let me just make sure we can't. No, we can't. That would be too easy. It's so foggy right now. Like that, whenever I fire this game up, I'm like, okay, we're in survival mode. Well, what are the weather conditions going to be? What's our loot pattern? Blah blah blah. It's so weird to fire this game up and be like story mode. You know what I mean? It's just such a rarity. We can't climb this, can I? Yes, we can. Let me just check over here real quick. This is one of those games where, I mean, it's not like Easter egg heavy and hidden stuff heavy, but I always just check like every little corner. There's nothing in this pile of wood, right, that we can do. Just want to double check. Alright, we're gonna climb out of here. Dude, I can't harvest this. There's no cattails, right? No, just rose hips. And I think I'll take all of them. I don't really use the heck out of them, but that's in survival mode, so maybe in this story mode we will. I'm not sure. We can always just get rid of them. I can't harvest any of that. So let's climb out of here. Okay. Grab some more rose hips. Yeah, we can make tea out of them. It's pretty good. So it's pretty unheard of. I mean, I was really surprised to hear that. Damn. What's in the box?
Looks like I finally found a use for your metal case. We have unfinished business, pilot. Stick around.
Stand on the toilet and you can reach the window.
Journal updated knowledge. Get up on it. What the heck is that? Learn all you can about Black Rock Penitentiary.
There you are. Well, welcome to the shit show.
Okay. So who are you?
Unfortunately, I run this place.
That doesn't seem to be working out too well for you.
Yes, well, normally I'm on the other side of the bars. Name's Franklin. I'm warden here at Black Rock. And you are?
Mackenzie. Franklin, what's going on here?
The situation is this. You and I are locked up in here. Mathis and his gang of thugs are trying to break someone out of solitary. We're still alive, for now, so they must need us for something. The power's been out for days, and nobody is coming to help.
Sounds about right. So, Mathis. You know him?
Oh yeah, we go way back. He was in for murder on the mainland about 10 years ago. He did 7 and then got off on parole. I was warden at one of the federal pens there, and, well, let's just say Mathis isn't sending me any Christmas cards these days.
Any idea what he's doing here?
Unfortunately, yeah. He's here for Donner.
Donner? Who's that?
His son.
Shit. So, some kind of twisted family reunion.
Mathis is bad, but he's old school bad. Murder, larceny, the occasional heist, and grand theft auto. But Donner? He's a chip off the old block, and then some.
So, not a good person.
Well, he's locked up in Blackrock, isn't he? Listen, Mathis is bad, but Donner is something much worse. I've seen a lot of criminals in my years, and Donner, he's one of those guys that keeps wardens like me up at night. He's evil to the core. He's the kind of guy they make prisons like Blackrock for. There's no redemption for guys like Donner. They aren't here for rehabilitation. There's no way back to living in regular society again. They just want to destroy the world you and I live in. If Mathis is bad, Donner is biblical bad.
So, Blackrock?
Yeah. Maximum security prison. Built 100 years ago and updated a few times. It's basically a fortress.
Out here?
You notice the walls on your way in?
I was, no.
Okay, well, they aren't that high or that impressive, really. You know why?
No idea.
Because whatever dumb son of a bitch tries to escape from this place has to get through about 50 clicks of brutal terrain full of dangerous wildlife before they can even think about finding a road that leads out of here.
Well, but we got here.
Yeah, but are you gonna get out? About 20 years ago, a pair of cons escaped. They came back 3 days later, half dead, begging us to take them back. And that was in the middle of summer.
I get the picture. So, Donner is a very bad guy. Mathis came here to spring him. Tell me again why we aren't dead yet?
Well, that's a story. Power went out here a couple of weeks ago now. The backups held for a while, but eventually the cons were able to break out and overwhelm the guards. They grabbed the keys to solitary, went to get Donner, which, well, that would have been the end. But they couldn't open the gates to solitary. Something has them locked down tight, and it's driving Mathis crazy. It was bad for us. I haven't seen any of the other guards since they locked me up in here, and, well, I fear the worst. And now that Mathis is here?
But with the power down, what's keeping the gates locked?
There are mechanical failsafes in the system. Keep in mind, most of this jail is pretty old. But that's not the full answer to why Donner is still locked up.
What do you mean?
Well, best I can tell, they should have been able to break him out by now. But something, or someone, has been getting in the way.
You mean there's someone else still out there?
That's exactly what I mean.
But who?
I don't know. But sounds like Mathis is as mad as a hornet because of them, and that brings me no small pleasure. Shit! They're coming. Get back to your bunk.
So, pilot, you're back in the land of the living. For now.
Yeah, but just seeing you gives me a headache.
Well, just seeing you makes me want to hit people. So, Warden, looks like we have a little problem. I still can't get into solitary. You have any idea why that might be?
I told you, Mathis, the whole jail is in some kind of weird lockdown. It all happened before you got here. Donner just...
Oh, snap.
Don't you ever say his name.
I don't know anything about it.
My guys say someone's been tampering with the system. They say it's gotten worse. Every time they take a step closer to breaking into solitary, something new gets in their way. Didn't you used to run this place?
Yeah.
So you're telling me you have no idea how it works?
That's just the thing. Nothing is working the way it's supposed to right now.
Bullshit. Stop wasting my time. And stop wasting your time. You don't have much left. Unless we get that door open.
Mathis, I don't know anything.
Let me jog your memory.
Hey, Mathis! Maybe not so hard. Like, we might still need him to get him out.
Mathis, he doesn't look good. You're going too far.
Clean him up.
Oh, shit. He looks bad.
Yeah, Mathis is getting worse.
This shit with Donner has him half crazy.
Half crazy? Ever since the bus crash, he's been getting wild, like a caged animal. How the hell did he expect this to turn out?
You remember Montreal, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, remember that place on St. Catherine's with the girl who...
Not that, you fucking moron. Remember how Mathis broke out?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't there, but I heard about it.
Right. You clean up the warden, and I'll tell you all about it.
I have no control.
So there was this really tight plan. Mathis had months to set it up. Everyone had their part to play. It was like out of a fucking movie. So we bust out, and all hell breaks loose. We get to the front gates. It's a mess, right? Place is in chaos. And the driver who's supposed to pick us up, he's late.
No shit.
No shit. So the driver pulls up, like 2 minutes late. Alarms going off everywhere. It's like the prison guards are coming after us. We're gonna get grabbed at any second. We're yelling at Mathis, "Come on, man, let's go, let's get out of here." And Mathis just stands there, looking at the fucking driver. Looking like he wants to eat the guy. The driver's terrified. Mathis walks over to the van, slowly. We're all jumping in and yelling to get out, and we can see the fucking guards coming. Like, we are done. We need to get out. Mathis, he pulls the driver out of the van, looks back at us, and with this totally wild look in his eyes, just says, "Go." Like totally calmly, but with this wild edge. And he just starts beating the living shit out of the driver.
Wow. I knew it went bad in Montreal, but I didn't know that story.
Yeah, I mean, we took off. And Mathis, it took 5 cops to pull him off that driver. He cared less about being caught than he did about the driver being late.
Crazy fucker.
Mathis is not a patient man. He does not like it when a plan does not come together. He does not like to be let down. And right now, his plan for getting Donner out of here is totally fucked. It's just a matter of time before he snaps. Like he did in Montreal.
He looks bad, eh? What are we going to do?
If he dies, it'll be worse for us because we'll take the heat. We need to get him patched up.
Well, we passed some kind of first aid building on the way in.
Great. Go there and grab some supplies.
No fucking way. You hear all those wolves out there?
Don't be an asshole. Go do it.
You do it. Why do I have to be the one who...
Hey, who went back to look for Leclerc when he went missing? No way I'm going back out there.
I'll do it.
Did you hear something?
I said I'll do it. Let me out, and I'll get the supplies.
Nobody's talking to you, pilot. Just keep quiet and hope that Mathis doesn't start paying attention to you.
He dies and you guys take the rap. You want that?
The rap? Take the rap? Who talks like that? Listen, pilot. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
What do you have to lose? I go out there, get attacked by wolves. No great loss, right?
Wait a second, man. This is a bad idea. Matthias has plans for this guy.
Shut up. All right. You're right. You've been out in the bush all this time. I'm sure you figured out how to deal with a few wolves by now. We let you out. You get the supplies. The warden lives, and maybe we keep Mathis distracted so he doesn't lose his shit on you next time.
Understood. You let me out. I get the supplies. The warden lives.
Ha! You see? He learns fast. Time to save the day, pilot. Don't fuck it up.
Get going, pilot. The warden doesn't have much time left. And in case you're thinking of running away, remember, we still have your precious case.
Brutal, deadly cold. How I've missed you.
Okay, reach and enter the infirmary. So what just happened? The warden was locked up with us. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. This is too much. We still have like nothing. We have like no clothes. We have rose hips and that's about it. We have no containers to cook with, no water. We're in like a courtyard. So let's look around. Oh, there they are. The wolves. There they are. Oh, I love this game so much. I'm just like blown away. So the warden's here, and they're trying to get into solitary. They don't really say, well, I always do that. I always check the radio. It never works. It's never going to work. They don't really explain why they can't get into solitary. Ooh, open visor. Is that new? Have I just always missed that? They don't really explain why solitary is not accessible yet. Or what. Ooh. So we really don't know like what's going on. That Mathis guy, I really, every time. Ooh, yes.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Oh, I've missed that so much. So, this is very intriguing. How those guys just let us out like that is kind of silly.
I could use this.
Oh, nice. That Heller guy always check the radio. He looks like a Scot. He looks like his name should be Scott. So, if Heller's his last name, his first name is definitely Scott. If not, we just named him. I didn't check this one over here, did I? I hope this is like a safe spot. Oh, radio doesn't work. What a surprise. Can we get in the trunk? We don't have any pry bars or anything. Did I get in the back seat of this car? No, right. Nada. Can we put this hat on? Oh, put it on automatically. I forgot about that. Always check the back of the vehicles. So there's nothing around here. Let's check this bus out. There's gotta be something in here, right? Besides the newspaper. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting into it. Any advisors in here? No. This is awesome. It's so great to be back in this game. Yeah, so it's pretty unheard of, as far as I know, for a game to be still sell this much. The pandemic did not hurt video gaming at all, so that's gonna help. But I mean, 1 million copies is a lot. When this game first came out, I do believe it was, yeah, it was $19.99, and then with the first US dollars, and then with the first update, they upped it to $29.99, I believe. So we can go that way. This gate's gonna be locked. And now, after this episode 4, they're upping it to $35, $34.99. Which is, you know, when you're selling 1 million copies a year still, that's pretty, significant. Okay. Outer security perimeter, entering armed patroller access is restricted. So we probably can't go anywhere over there. Let me just check over here real quick. I know I'm kind of wasting time, but this game is just like I said, I like to check like every little corner. I might need this. So let's check the other side of the yard. What about these light posts?
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Yeah, we're cold. So let's try to get... Oh, what's this door? I forgot the sun's going down. So we're gonna shimmy through here. This door is gonna be locked, right? Locked at all times. Ooh. Coal?
I think I can use this.
Always need matches, baby. Black Rock vehicle. Oh, wait, 2 radios. Oh, come on. 2 radios. I honestly cannot remember if visors were a thing. Strangeness. We're probably going that way. Let me just look around. Oh. Which way? Probably both ways, right? This is gonna be locked, of course. Has to be another way around.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Can't really see what's in there. I mean, there's stuff in there, but... Oh, we can't get in here. Where's that wolf? I hear it, I don't see it. Where is it? Ooh, that's gonna be heavy, but it's cool, baby. What is that? taking all this stuff. We're gonna read this. Black Rock, an oral history. Ooh, granola bar. Ooh, sports vest. Oh, he's over there. Okay.
This stuff will come handy.
Ooh, crowbar. Let's get in here. Check the radio, of course. I'm pretty sure they don't even turn on during the aurora, so that's good, a flare. We're gonna need that flare for this wolf. I bet.
So cold. Just
Yeah,
wanna lay down.
we need to start a fire, okay. But where is the question? Probably here. I'm not like too comfortable with this wolf here. Cloth matches, yes. Don't need the workbench yet. Search this real quick. Yeah, let's start a fire real quick while we figure out what's what. Wood matches, tinder plug, sheer firewood. Like I don't know what we have for like knowledge of survival, starting fires, etc.
Come on.
Every time.
It worked.
I'm not kidding. Every time I go to start a fire in this game, it's always the same thing. Come on, come on. Well, I swear I just saw something on the seat. Okay. So let's go ahead and add some fuel. I'm gonna actually add a piece of coal. And I would like to find something to cook with, maybe? Ooh, gunpowder.
This'll come in handy.
Cured birch sapling. I think we make bows out of that, correct? Or arrows. Oh, I thought the game crashed. That was weird. What was in that drawer? What was in that drawer? So we have nothing to drink, correct? Stale chocolate bar. We have no bandages, and we're wearing all the clothes, right? That we picked up, correct. Okay. No way to repair anything yet. I would really like to find a... Ooh, I'll take that. Ooh. Wonder what can we do with that? I would really like to find some way to make water. I don't want to mess with this wolf right now. I mean, that's just not an option. Not one can, no way to make water. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. These are all empty. Wait, was that empty? Oh, I knew I saw something. Okay, we could probably repair some of our clothes. Oh no, we don't have a sewing kit. That's right. There's gotta be a can over here. I don't want this fire to go out, so... How much time's on it? An hour, wow. There has to be... Oh wait, yeah, so we didn't read that. let's read that real quick. Over by the fire. My husband got recruited by some old Navy buddy of his. This was the early 50s and we weren't exactly in a good spot then. As I found out later from some of the other wives, no good road leads to Black Rock. We had a little cabin in a hamlet and a ways away from the prison. A lot of the staff lived nearby, but not all. Some put as much distance between them and the prison as possible, even where winters made that a tough go when you had a shift. I tried not to think about what went on up there. It changed my husband somehow. He was a sweet man, if a little lost and unlucky in his work, like a lot of men were back then. But our time on Great Bear at that place, well, it left him sad in a way I can't explain. I tended a garden and wrote endless letters to my sisters. That's how I remember those years, endless writing and waiting to leave as the seasons passed. Okay. I would like to find some way to make water. We're not super thirsty, but I would just like to have it, you know what I mean? So we need to look around, like, really thoroughly. Really, really thoroughly. Just make sure there's nothing in here that we can't get in there. Oh, he's freaking me out. And we can't go out here. We already searched this truck. You can tell because of the visors. Okay, so this is a good start to an intriguing story. I am so happy to be back in story mode in the long dark. This is amazing. Seriously. And we're gonna have so much fun with this. We're gonna play the heck out of this. But we're gonna end this one here because it's gonna go too long and I'm afraid you're gonna hear this wolf. But when we come back, we're gonna go deal with this guy. We're gonna warm up. We're gonna figure out a way to get ourselves situated, possibly repair some clothing, if possible. Yeah, this guy's gonna be bad news. I mean, if we go out that door, he's right there. So we need to figure this out. But seriously, it was great to see you guys. And you know, subscribe, like this video if you liked it. Oh, what is that? Oh, risk of electric shock. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and to see the rest of this awesome game. Seriously, it's so good to be back. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'll see you then, and as always, peace.